was like a lockdown. I make such amazing watch that movie because it was shot here. So with the old cameras, because I was not satisfied with the would like it, but only the ones that kinda print out. Hello everyone. You can make yourself comfortable with another video of ours. And hopefully we will deliver a proper relaxation that you're seeking. I was just thinking that we have certain privileges living in this era. We used to have a camera, right? But it was only able to take pictures, no video, and you had to buy kind of a film into it. That would allow you to take, if I remember correctly, about 32 shots. And you had no chance to review what you just took picture of. You only were about to find out when you went to a store where they would kinda print out the picture from the negatives, and you had to actually manually participate by rolling a wheel in between the shots. It made kind of funny squeaky sound. And today, that long time later, we have devices available that are so powerful that they record in better quality than, I would say, some movies from early 2000 were shot. And they are, let's say, very available price-wise these days. So I really like this era for this because creativity recent. It's called Gray Man. So people keep asking where we are from. You can watch that movie because it was shot here, and it's quite interesting to see it. Action movie, lens of professionals who work for one of the biggest filmmaking company in the world. You know, we are used to watching like action movies in New York and LA, maybe London and Tokyo, but I don't really think there's many movies in my city where I was born. So it's definitely bringing a new excitement of watching a movie when you know all the streets, places. It's quite funny. They came when there was like a lockdown, so there were not really a lot of cars in the town. They took advantage of that, and I think the result, at least like cinematic wise, is really beautiful. I mean, the whole rise of social media is about cameras being available. Because the mobile phone is kind of simplified. It does a lot of work for you, but then it kind of limits the options that you have with camera. For example, when we started this channel, we really didn't have a camera that would fit the kind of thing that we were doing and we are doing. This camera is a much better choice. some YouTubers, for example, and like I watch, for example, a lot of car reviews just for entertainment. I like to know about the latest stuff of every technology that comes out. So there's one guy in my country and they really make such amazing shots. Like it looks like from professional TV. It's just two guys doing a channel, but it looks like shots from the guys of the Grand Tour or Top Gear. I'm talking about all this because it's my latest. It's occupying my mind lately, like most recently, as I try to get better on the channel I'm working on. Up until now, I was focusing basically on the content rather than the quality of it, of the execution of it. But now I'm working on the execution. So you really never stop learning. But I know that even photographers, or even let's say tattoo artists, they usually focus. Like you can still be cameraman, but you cannot kind of capture everything as well as other guy would. Or tattoo artists, some do animals, some do faces, some do different stuff, colorful tattoos. You just always have something to learn. So with the old cameras, we used to have like family albums, right? I think that's really a thing of past now. I mean, I have a cloud storage, right? By the way, I had 3 hard drives, external hard drives, and I went through them all because it became a kind of a dumping place. You know, anytime you would set your phone, you just dump everything from it to there. And it took me like 2 days. Really 2 days from morning to evening, to go through it. And keep only the ones that are worthy to be kept, because so basically I reduced like 4 terabytes to 50 gigabytes. So really, that's the tricky part with the day, that we can create so many photos, we don't even think about it, and the ones we would like to come back to are just lost, and a large amount of the ones we just didn't go through to select, that should be deleted. So it was quite funny going through it all, finding pictures I completely forgot exist. It's really like digital hoarding. You know, people who hoard and hoard things, they never get to use them because they forgot they have them. Or they cannot find them because there's so many things. So I really brought this, we can say, minimalistic mindset even into my digital space. And I kinda like it. That's why we also don't shoot in 4K. I don't know if some of you would like it, but the files of 4K videos are so large, compared to 1080. So like not long ago, they would use a helicopter with cameraman to take like horizon views and scenery. And today you can just go to a shop, get drone with 4K camera, and there you go. You have just as brilliant shots as a movie making crew did 10 years ago. Or when we were kids in primary school, we would get a photo shoot day, and a guy with a huge camera would come and take picture of us. And it was the cameraman, right? It was the camera guy, like nobody else had that kind of gear available. It was just for professionals who would make a living out of it. Now you go to a city center and everybody's having it around their neck. I was learning about how to use the cameras properly. It's kinda easy to get lost in all the settings because the way I do my vlog, it's completely something else compared to the setup we learned to apply on us videos. And it took me, or took us, time to bring it to the point where it is today. So I am kind of at that point again when it comes to my vlog, because it's different when you wanna move, when you're doing outdoors, indoors, when you're shooting objects, people, scenery. So because I was not satisfied with the quality, let's say, I really took few days just watching videos and people trying to explain the basics of camera. And I took an old camera we don't use anymore outside with the knowledge gathered. And I came home with so amazing shots. I was surprised that